Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Happy Halloween, everybody. And since it's Halloween, it's time to finally review More the Night He Came Home. Timeline A. Halloween 2 being released October 30th, 1981. Deborah Hill and John Carpenter really not wanting to do a sequel than doing something more like Halloween 3, but they agreed to do one more sequel with Michael Myers. And slightly tipsy, John Carpenter wrote the movie, it being much gorier than the original because they wanted to be more like Friday the 13th. And isn't it ironic that Friday the 13th banked its success off Halloween and had more gore, and Halloween banked its success off of Friday the 13th and they added more gore? Oh well. Let's look at Halloween 2 and see if it's the best timeline, or hope it's at least one of the better sequels. And so the movie begins right where the last movie left off, being slightly further this time.
He's still on the loose.
Is this some kind of joke? I've been trick-or-treated to death tonight.
You don't know what death is.
No, you'll know what death is after this movie, since the gore has been ramped up for this movie. And so we get the credits, which I actually think is cooler than the original because there's a skull and the pumpkin this time. Yeah, I actually prefer this to the original opening with the pumpkin. I just think it's cooler than just zooming in on a pumpkin, showing the insides of the pumpkin, and having skeletons inside. It's just awesome. And I even prefer it to the Halloween 2018 opening, which is awesome as well. This is just so awesome. It's the best one. And so the original timeline begins. The cool line from Loomis right off the bat.
I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart.
Well, actually, he shot him 7 times. He shot him in the hallway, too, and then another 6. So, technically, he shot him 7 times, but the line is still cool.
I shot him 6 times. This guy, this man, he's not human.
And so, Michael goes on watching some Night of the Living Dead because public domain, as he scares the hell out of a poor old lady and grabs a knife and stalks to kill this teen. Yeah, he killed her way quicker than he did anybody in the first movie. The first movie stalked people. But in this movie, he just says, fuck that. I want the gore ramped the fuck up and the kills ramped the fuck up. I want to get some fucking kills before I die. Or, die. And so, they take Laurie in a wig. And at the hospital, this poor kid ate an apple from this guy. Really, who the hell eats these damn apples? I don't think... If anybody gets an apple, I don't think anybody would really eat it. Except for maybe Charlie Brown. Because he likes not getting rocks. But an apple, nobody really eats them. And who the hell gives out apples? That's just an asshole thing to do. Except for maybe that guy. And so Jamie is taken in and put to sleep. Loomis and Brackett still looking for Myers, finding someone who looks like Myers wearing the same mask, but blonde. So Loomis goes to shoot him. Damn it, Loomis, you should have known that one, Michael. He's wearing a blonde wig. Michael was wearing brown. You saw him. You can tell it's clearly not Michael. Let's change masks. Which is not very likely with Michael. And so now we know that the Razor Blade Kid will be okay. Which is good, as Laurie is creeped on by this guy. Yeah, Laurie isn't 17, but in a couple weeks, he can hit that. So Brackett blames Loomis because his daughter is dead in a cameo, even though it was the hospital's fault. So we get a blonde cop now. And I don't remember this cop's name at all. The only thing I really remember is that he's blonde and he doesn't die. I don't know. I didn't even remember his name. Oh, I guess I did remember that he does kill the kid, who I'm not going to say the name of yet, but one asshole. And so, he says a faster version of the speech from the original, and Michael is still alive, of course. Because it clearly wasn't Michael, because Michael isn't blonde. And also, if it was Michael, that'd be a very short movie, and they want to make money off of Michael Myers, because, you know, not many people would actually see the movie if Michael Myers was in it. Yeah, that's an example. Even though the movie's good. Ish. And so, at the hospital, we go to get the best character in the movie, Bud.
Every other word you say is either hell or shit or damn.
Sorry. I guess I just fuck up all the time.
Best character in the movie. Easy. As then the nurse comes in, but really liking her singing, of course.
Amazing grace, come sit on my face. Don't make me cry, I need your pie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna guess that he wrote that in because he was a bit tipsy while writing this movie. Makes sense, I would want to be tipsy while writing this movie too, to be honest. As he then goes to tell Laurie who attacked her, Michael Myers, as he explains that he escaped and attacked them because they don't know yet. But trust me, it'll be explained later. A security guard goes to check something out, giving a walkie-talkie to a girl that really doesn't know how to use it. Once he looks around, she doesn't hear him die. 1981, the year where cops died and a hammer to the head. As after that, they learned the kid was about 17 or 18, as Michael was 21 or 23 in the credits of the first movie, but that made no sense. So, they mostly know that it isn't Myers. So this cop accidentally killed a teenager. Great police work. So the people are pissed, throwing rocks at the Myers house so it looks cooler when Freddy uses it. As these two say that Ben Tramer is missing, him wearing a stupid mask. And so they actually killed Ben Tramer. Goddamn assholes. Poor Laurie Strode. Poor Ben Tramer. Ended up dying because of a dumbass blonde cop. The good thing is, though, news timeline, he's still alive. As at the hospital, Bud is scaring the shit out of nurses. But his charm is able to win her over as Laurie remembers something very important. And that importance being that she was adopted. And that she met a young boy that was in a sanitarium. Figure it out! Or else. As now it's time for the hot tub, or really a cold tub. Even though it's supposed to be getting hotter as Bud goes to get warmer in there. As Michael kills him. Off screen, because I already saw Bud's ass. I don't want to see his junk. I didn't want to see his ass at all. Why'd you have to show that to me? Why? As it's now time to take down the nurse, dunking the nurse's head into water. Holy shit! This fucking water is so cold! Oh, no, it's hot, it's the hot water. Ugh. And so now the nurse is dead from the cold, as we get a filler scene with Solon.
Samhain. It means the Lord of the Dead.
Loomis, it's Solon, not Sam Hain. I mean, Sam Hain sounds way cooler than Solon, I'll give you that, but it's not technically the way you pronounce it. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. But say it right, dude. As the scene was just there, it is important, though, as the nurse goes to tell Loomis that he needs to go back to the hospital, as he has no choice. Laurie being in a trance. With the creepy man watching her the whole time. Dude, aren't you like 24? She's in your brother's class. As a nurse goes to get the doctor mixture for her, I guess she finds someone else. Hey, the mask looks really cool there. I mean, it's similar to the first movie where it comes out of the shadows. And it does look really good in the shot. And it is the same mask, by the way, it is. It's just, been warped a little bit because it was underneath Deborah Hill's bed for a while. And then there's also a different actor, Dick Warlock, who does a pretty good job, a little robotic, but that's about it. And the mask, it does look good. Because, it is the original mask, compared to most sequels, which have kind of shitty masks. What the fuck?
As now a lot of people are dead, there really is no way that Michael hasn't killed. And so he decides to go kill Laurie. As Laurie goes to rest, Michael looks for her, them not being able to find anybody there. Well, and be alive at least, as there's blood everywhere.
And this off-screen kill's actually really cool, much better than most. The off-screen kill's actually cool because, there's a lot of blood at least, and it's like all over the damn place, and it's cool. But the only thing is, I kind of wonder how he killed her. I mean, you can see where the blood, he stabbed her at the most, but you can't really see how he killed her too much. Dumbass. You don't go in the damn blood. Blood is slippery,
As the nurse tries to leave, but Michael slashes all the tires. So she can't, as she actually does find Laurie, though.
Yeah, Laurie, I know you don't think it's, if you're not sure if it's real, but you might as well just run.
As she does run, Michael chasing her in iconic shots. Us being able to see Jamie Lee Curtis's butt double, as she's barely able to get away.
Phew, you're lucky you're the final girl. He would have moved his arm so he could have opened it.
As she goes to hide in the car, him finding her as he, of course, passes out.
Oh, and by the way, he definitely lives. There's no chance he could have died. I mean, how the hell could he have died of a goddamn concussion? Unless maybe Michael killed him in his sleep or something, but I don't think he could have at all. He probably couldn't have found him in there. He was going after Laurie most of the time, so there's no way he could have done that. And in the TV cut, he actually did live. He was in the hospital. Laurie is at the end with the ambulance, but in the regular cut, they don't show him live at all.
But it's time for Loomis to leave. But it's not before a reveal of the nurse saying this is that something that was made up for this movie.
That girl, that Strode girl, that's Michael Myers' sister.
Yeah, in this timeline, most of the other timelines, except for 2018, which did change this, but this timeline is the first one to come up with it, and John Carpenter was probably tipsy, and I think he does regret the decision making them brother and sister. And it's a fine decision. Most of the movies, they're about him being brother and sister, so I guess it does give a plot to the rest of the movies, but in this movie, it's kind of pointless. I mean, Laurie doesn't even know about it. She doesn't get a reaction to her being Michael Myers' sister at all.
As Loomis needs to go back, so he makes them go back. Outside, of course, not being able to hear the screams of Laurie being out there.
Oh, sorry, she just wanted to scream late, because, I don't know, she didn't want Michael to hear her?
But either way, Michael heard the scream, him chasing her until they can open the door.
Kind of like in the original, where Michael was chasing Laurie and Tommy had to open the door, except, it doesn't take as long.
And yeah, they do get her in fast, but Michael gets in faster, being shot, even though the cop gets very stupidly close.
Get away from him! But he stopped breathing! No!
Idiot. But I do guess that makes it much easier for Loomis so he doesn't have to arrest you. Hell, in the original cut, he accidentally shoots the cop, I believe. So, either way, he probably would have said, whoops, I missed Michael.
And so Michael gets right up, chasing them going into a room with gas. Loomis giving Laurie the gun, and of course him getting stabbed, not killed though. Michael being shot.
Right in both the fucking eyes. God damn, or maybe a little above the eyes, but still, god damn, that's one nice shot. Didn't even kill him either, too. That would hurt like a bitch.
As Michael isn't able to see because he has blood in his eyes, and I guess that actually hurts him. Him slashing, not able to see. Them turn on the gas, and Loomis using the lighter the nurse gave him earlier.
It's time, Michael.
Damn cool way to go out, Loomis. Taking down the monster, Michael Myers. Kinda like Frankenstein in a way. You know, how the doctor goes out with the monster. And I do like this ending. And it would be a good end to the series. Except it wasn't. But I really don't care. I like the sequels, most of them. Most of them.
But Michael knows there are still sequels. Him walking. Cool fire stunt. Laurie now be able to survive ending the movie.
And so now, since this movie is over, you chose this timeline, so you have to watch either Halloween 4-6, Halloween H2 or Resurrection, or you can actually just not watch either one of them, just end with this movie, since technically you can do that with the ending. So anyway, that was Halloween 2 though, and I do enjoy this movie, whatever timeline you choose.
Well, not as good as the original. I do like this movie. Do I prefer 2018? Yes, I do actually do. I always watch this movie right after the first most of the time. And these two movies go very well together, and the gore in this movie, I do like that it's been ramped up. And even though it still hasn't been ramped as much right at 13th, I do like the gore, and Donald Pleasant is always good, and Laurie, I kinda wish she was in the more of the movie, but she's always good too. Even though she's asleep for most of it. And she doesn't really have too many lines. And Dick Warlock, as good as Michael, even though he is a bit robotic and doesn't look as good in the mask, but he still is pretty good. I don't really have any problems with the movie. The only one I really do is the whole sister thing, because it isn't done very well in this movie, at least. If we would have seen Laurie react to it, that would have been a bit different. It would have been a bit better, because, you see Laurie react to it, but it really doesn't matter too much in this movie, but oh well. So, I actually do enjoy this movie, and it's one of my favorite sequels in the franchise. Me giving Halloween 2 a 4 out of 5.
And so now, Halloween is sadly over. But, we do have one more review for Slasher Month. I'll see you then. Bye. Happy Halloween!